Dear brothers of planet Earth, I am Melchizedek. The heart often tightens. Sadness, worry, loneliness, indignation. There are so many feelings that can cause imbalance in the heart. What does each of these feelings mean? Pain, suffering, despair? No. It means a point in the journey where greater attention is needed. It is that point in the journey where you should sit down, rest a little, calm your mind, meet with your divine presence, and ask it to show you what you really need to learn at that moment. Always keep in mind that despair, sadness, or any other feeling that makes you vibrate low, will not bring you the solution. You need to learn. Many times you suffer for the people around you, for those you live with and who are very close to you. Not just family. They can be friends, acquaintances, neighbors, it doesn't matter. You must always remember that the lesson belongs to the other person. Never to you. But sometimes the lesson, it affects us too. At that moment, it is doing exactly what I said at the beginning. Asking the divine presence, what is your part in that lesson? It is not taking the suffering upon yourself. The suffering belongs to the other. But if it affects you in some way, there is something that needs to be looked at in you. Because it bothered you, it affected you. But that does not mean that the other person's suffering needs to be yours. It never needs to be yours. You may have been affected at some point, but it will not be the other person's suffering, it will be something that is yours. So, my brothers, the journey of every soul always has its ups and downs. What you call suffering, we call learning. It is something that the soul needs to learn. It is like a way that you have of educating, that when the child does something wrong, you punish him, so that he thinks about what he has just done. Not that we are here to encourage punishment, but a moment of reflection is always necessary after a bad act. A conversation, a way of explaining that what was done was not right. So, the parallel is the same. There needs to be a moment of reflection. And I can say that there is a very important point in all this. Many times a fall can hurt, yes, but if you effectively observed what led you to fall, you will become more observant, smarter. And you will be much more careful in your walk so as not to fall again. So, there was a lesson learned there, a lesson. And you will always be looking for a new path so as not to repeat that fall. So, many times, what you call suffering, what you call punishment and which does not exist, is just a point of reflection, and a door that opens further ahead, bringing a much more enlightened, much more evolutionary path. Understand that evolution does not happen by inertia. There always needs to be something that drives it. Because if it doesn't, you end up getting used to the same old thing, that calm, comfortable path. And out of fear of making a mistake, you don't try to improve. You settle. So there always needs to be a drive for evolution to occur. And what would this drive be? Something that makes you stop. Something that makes you reflect. So that you can have the chance to find that evolutionary path. Unfortunately, you don't always find it. You end up going back to that safe, comfortable path you were on. But the universe won't give up. It will keep making you stop. Until you find the path of evolution. So, whenever there is something that bothers you, something that needs to be analyzed, felt, and understood, enter the divine presence, talk to it. And you will have the clarity you need to follow each path. And, above all, follow the path of evolution. For today's light code, I leave the following phrases: I am capable of evolving. I am able to find the path of evolution. I am able to let go of comfortable paths. And I am able to find the path that will make me grow and evolve. After these phrases, say the following word: Hallelujah. 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 Don't be scared by the word. It fits exactly at the moment. Stay calm. The evolutionary paths will open up ahead. Don't be afraid to follow them. They are the doors to evolution, so that you can get closer and closer to the fifth dimension.